So in this video I'm going to talk about why you need to remoisturize your hair to minimize breakage, retain moisture and continue to grow healthy long locks. Let's jump into it. If you're new here, my name is Janet of 3 Naturals by Jay. I have 3 girls with long healthy hair. I'm a certified hair practitioner and I've been growing my hair for over 10-15 years with 3 big chops. Anyway, let's get into the video. So remoisturizing is a process of topping up your hair's hydration, moisture and conditioning in between wash days. This is really important because your hair can only hold on to moisture for a certain amount of time and you need to top up. Just like you need to keep drinking water regularly to hydrate your body, the same applies to your natural hair. Why is it important to remoisturize your natural hair? If you think about it, in a day we shed about 50 to 100 strands of hair, depends on the individual. Now these shed hairs need to come off one way or the other. And also in between wash days, you need to rehydrate and recondition your hair so it can keep thriving or keep being topped up with what it needs before your next wash day, which is the next day that full-blown infusion of hydration and moisture will come in. And in terms of remoisturizing with the shed hairs have to come off one way or the other. So can you imagine not remoisturizing your hair? Let's say, for example, you wash your hair every week. So you've got about 7 to 10 days of shed hairs, wrapped around the hair that hasn't shed off. And when you then come to wash day, it then becomes more tricky to get these shed hairs off, or it just takes a lot longer. So one of the ways where you need to remoisturize is to help to remove the shed hairs so they're not strangling and clinging onto the hairs that have not shed or that are yet to shed, weighing them down, causing all sorts of unnecessary tangles when it comes. Remoisturizing your hair as per your individual moisture cycle really cuts down how long your wash day or your wash session comes when it comes around. It also minimizes tangle. Can you imagine all the shed hairs wrapped around each sections of hair? So it then you then have to spend more time on that section of hair, just gently removing the shed hair first and then going in. That process would just take too long. So if you get into the consistent routine of remoisturizing your hair, it really does cut down your wash day by reducing the time you spend on detangling. It's also a way of hair training your hair for what's coming and what it needs to expect and when it needs to expect it so it conforms. So how often should you remoisturize? As I mentioned before, this just depends on each individual person. On average, I'd say about every 4 days, but you need to work this out for yourself individually. So I'll pop a link below at the end of the video, which will go into details about how to work out your moisture cycle. Ideally, this starts from wash day. If you are enjoying this video so far, let me know in the comment section and hit the like button. And also let me know in the comment section of what other natural hair care questions do you have. Pop them in the comment section, and if you'd like a video in it, then add video to your comment as well. Finally, how do you remoisturize your hair? I like to use the process of the LCO for myself and the girls. So the L is your liquid, your hydration, and then your C is your conditioning, your moisturizing, and then the O is the oil or the cream or even grease that you use for your sealing. This just helps to keep the hydration and the conditioning into it, seals it all in, and it slows down the rate at which the water evaporates from your hair, or whatever hydrating liquid that you use evaporates from your hair until you next come to top up. And because you'd have worked out your moisture cycle, you won't wait for your hair to dry out before you then top it up again. Hopefully that makes sense. And another tip, if you want to be extra when you come to do the remoisturizing, is once you've done your LCO, pop a shower cap on for maybe about 5-10 minutes. That just allows the the body heat environment under the shower cap to further penetrate into your hair strands, especially if your hair struggles, if your cuticle really struggles to open up and take in all that goodness that you're topping up with it. I mean, this is to do with porosity, etc. But I always say try not to be so hung up about porosity, because that's just a small fraction of your hair care. I think if you focus more on your cuticles, the health of your cuticles, if that's intact, the internal structure of your hair will follow suit, because the cuticle is protecting the internal structure. That's the iron guard. So if that iron guard is protected, then everything else within your hair is kept protected, especially when you infuse it with the deep conditioner, the remoisturizing, etc. Hopefully that all makes sense. There you have it, guys. I hope you found this video useful. If you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, then you're likely to enjoy my video on how to figure out your moisture cycle. If you click the link in the end screen, that will take you straight over to that video now. Until next time, bye.